The truth about Psalms chapter 2 for believers. The book of Psalms is a treasured anthology of Hebrew poetry, prayers, and hymns. It is a vital component of the Old Testament, revered for its profound spiritual insights and emotional depth. This book captures the essence of human experience. Have you ever considered how ancient texts like Psalms chapter 2 might still hold relevance in today's complex world? This chapter addresses themes that transcend time, inviting us to reflect on our relationship with divine authority and justice. Psalms chapter 2 succinctly portrays a cosmic conflict where earthly rulers defy divine authority. It concludes with a powerful affirmation of God's sovereignty and the establishment of his anointed king. This poetic narrative emphasizes ultimate triumph over rebellion. Historically, Psalms chapter 2 appears to reflect a period of political turmoil and divine reassurance. Likely composed during a time when Israel faced external threats, it serves as a reminder of God's unshakable authority and his plans for a righteous ruler. Traditionally, King David is credited with composing Psalms chapter 2. This attribution aligns with David's role as both a king and a prophet. His intimate relationship with God and experiences as a ruler lend authenticity and depth to the Psalms' themes. Psalms chapter 2 explores the themes of divine sovereignty and human rebellion. The psalm portrays the futility of earthly rulers conspiring against God and his anointed one, emphasizing that their efforts are ultimately in vain. It underscores the eternal authority of the divine. The chapter is steeped in messianic prophecy, predicting the coming of a king who will be God's representative on earth. This anointed one is depicted as having the power to rule over nations, bringing both hope and a call to reverence for believers. Nations rebelling against God is a central motif in Psalms chapter 2. The scripture vividly describes the arrogance and defiance of earthly rulers who believe they can overthrow divine authority. However, their rebellion only highlights their limited power compared to God's. God's sovereignty is powerfully asserted in Psalms 2. The psalmist presents God as laughing at the futile schemes of rebellious nations, indicating his supreme authority and control over the world. It reassures believers of God's ultimate power and rulership. Divine judgment is a recurring concept in Psalms 2. The text warns of the consequences for those who oppose God's anointed king, emphasizing that rebellion will lead to destruction. This serves as both a warning and a call for submission to divine will. The anointed king in Psalms 2 represents God's chosen ruler, symbolizing divine authority and leadership. This king is depicted as the one who will establish justice and peace, standing against the rebellious nations and embodying God's ultimate plan for humanity. Imagery and symbolism in Psalms 2 are profound, with references to kings, nations, and divine wrath. These elements create a vivid picture of the cosmic struggle between human defiance and divine sovereignty, emphasizing the ultimate triumph of God's will over earthly powers. Early Christians saw Psalms 2 as a prophetic text pointing to Jesus Christ. They believed it foretold his role as the Messiah, the anointed one who would fulfill God's promises and bring salvation, reinforcing their faith in his divine mission. The New Testament frequently references Psalms 2, particularly in the book of Acts and the epistles. These citations affirm the early Christian belief that Jesus is the fulfillment of the prophecies, reinforcing his divinity and messianic purpose in God's redemptive plan. Modern believers can draw strength and guidance from Psalms 2, finding reassurance in God's sovereignty and the promise of divine justice. It encourages faith in God's ultimate plan, reminding them that despite worldly chaos, God's anointed will prevail. Psalms 2 offers modern believers a profound understanding of divine authority and human rebellion. It encourages trust in God's ultimate plan and challenges individuals to align themselves with God's will, fostering a sense of humility and reverence in their daily lives. The chapter serves as a powerful tool for prayer and worship, inviting believers to acknowledge God's sovereignty and seek his guidance. Reciting Psalms 2 can deepen one's spiritual connection, offering solace and strength in times of turmoil and uncertainty. The theological implications of Psalms 2 are vast, emphasizing God's control over world events and the inevitable triumph of his anointed. This assurance provides believers with hope and confidence, reinforcing the belief in God's preordained victory over evil. Comparatively, Psalms 2 stands out for its direct address of divine kingship and rebellion. Unlike other psalms that focus on personal lament or praise, it confronts the collective defiance of nations, underscoring the universal scope of God's dominion. Scholarly interpretations of Psalms 2 vary, with some viewing it as a historical reflection of Israel's monarchy, while others see it as a prophetic vision of Christ's reign. This diversity in understanding enriches the text's significance and applicability across different contexts. Psalms 2 teaches believers practical lessons about trusting in God's ultimate authority despite worldly turmoil. It encourages steadfast faith, reminding us that earthly powers are transient while God's reign is eternal. This understanding fosters resilience and hope in challenging times. Throughout history, Psalms 2 influenced cultural expressions, from medieval art to contemporary music. Its themes of divine sovereignty and messianic hope resonate universally, inspiring countless creative works that reflect humanity's search for meaning and divine connection. Artists and musicians have depicted Psalms 2's powerful imagery, capturing its essence through various mediums. These artistic interpretations offer new perspectives on the text, enriching our appreciation and understanding of its profound messages and timeless relevance. Personally reflecting on Psalms 2, I find solace in its assurance of divine justice. In moments of doubt, it reminds me to trust in God's plan, reinforcing my faith and inspiring a deeper commitment to living out its teachings. For modern believers, Psalms 2 remains profoundly relevant. It addresses contemporary issues of power, rebellion, and divine justice, urging us to remain faithful. Its timeless wisdom continues to guide and inspire, offering comfort and direction in an ever-changing world. Psalms 2 provides a profound exploration of divine kingship and human rebellion. A critical analysis reveals its layered meanings and theological depth. The chapter challenges us to consider the dynamics of power, authority, and submission in our own lives. In summary, Psalms 2 underscores God's ultimate authority and the futility of human opposition. Its timeless themes resonate across generations, reminding us of the importance of aligning with divine will. Reflecting on these points can deepen our spiritual understanding. We encourage you to read Psalms 2 and contemplate its messages. Share your insights with others, fostering a community of thoughtful believers. Your reflections could inspire and strengthen the faith of those around you. Consider how Psalms 2 speaks to your current life circumstances. Engage with its teachings and let them guide your actions and decisions. This ancient text holds wisdom that remains relevant and transformative for modern believers. Dive into Psalms 2 and experience its powerful truths. Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments, creating a space for meaningful discussion. Together, we can uncover the profound wisdom embedded in this sacred scripture. Please hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay connected. Stay blessed, and hope you come back.